Hi there, my name is JackTheFallout and welcome back to Skyrim VR. Today we are going to be travelling around the world of Skyrim talking to NPCs using the Mantella AI mod. And if you didn't know, the Mantella mod has just released officially on Nexus Mods, link in the description. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it and subscribe for more like this. And if you would like to learn how to install this mod, there will be a link in the description and a video on my channel. Let's begin. Is that a dinosaur? The dinosaurs have worked, guys. Talking of dragons, have you seen the dinosaurs over there?
Good day to you, travel. I'm afraid there are no dinosaurs in Skyrim, my friend. Perhaps you've mistaken the creatures you've encountered.
I really don't think that I have mistaken the creatures for something else.
Nonetheless, is there something else on your mind?
No, there's definitely dinosaurs. There are dinosaurs over there. Don't you see the Parasaurolophus with deer antlers?
My apologies, but I'm afraid I cannot engage in a conversation about dinosaurs in Skyrim.
Why isn't it possible?
We have plenty of other fascinating creatures and challenges to discuss, if you'd like.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
Is there something else we can talk about?
Why?
No, there's dinosaurs.
I understand that you believe there are dinosaurs, but in the world of Skyrim, there are no dinosaurs present.
There's one behind me. There's a giant reptile.
I assure you, there are no giant reptiles or dinosaurs behind you. Skyrim is home to various creatures, but dinosaurs are not among them.
Are you sure? I installed a dinosaur mod.
Ah, so it seems you have installed a dinosaur mod in your game. My apologies.
Yes. You better say sorry or I'll send a T-Rex to eat you.
Wild dinosaurs are not a part of the base Skyrim game. It must be quite thrilling to encounter dinosaurs in your adventures. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss about your modded Skyrim experience?
This has become very self-aware, like you know you're in a game.
I apologize for any misunderstanding, but I assure you, there is no self-awareness of being in a game. As a Whiterun guard, my purpose is to protect and serve the people of Skyrim.
This is very dangerous because I don't have any weapons. So he's alright. It's okay. It's alright, mister. Oh, it's alright! Okay, run. Oh my god, Nazim's being attacked by the dinosaur. Get him, Nazim! Get him! Nazim? Okay, can't even attack me. Never mind. Ow. I'm dead. How's your bread? Are you enjoying it, sir?
Ah, the bread. I enjoy my fair share of freshly baked bread. We
Oh,
know
nice.
what folk do love, our hearty meals after all. The bread here in Whiterun is decent enough, but I've had better in my travels. Nonetheless, it fills the belly and keeps me going through the day. Is there a reason you ask about the bread, stranger?
I don't know, it just feels random. Sat out here in the wilds of Whiterun eating a loaf of bread. What are you, a psychopath?
I can see how it may seem peculiar. Truth be told, I often take my meals outside while I tend to the stables. The fresh air and open sky make for a pleasant dining experience. Plus, the horses seem to enjoy the company. It's a simple pleasure, but one that brings a bit of joy to my day. Anything can be a little magical if you look at it the right way, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you there, sir. I was just attacked by a giant dinosaur. It killed me, but I am back now.
I don't mind. Attacked by a giant dinosaur, you say? That must have been quite the experience, albeit a dangerous one.
Who are you then?
Greetings, traveler. I am Mike the Liar. And what brings you to the humble crab shack this evening?
Just taking a stroll.
Ah, a leisurely stroll is always a pleasant way to pass the time. Although, if you desire a bit more excitement, I could always regale you with tales of my adventures across Skyrim. What say you?
Yes? Tell me a tale.
Ah, a willing listener. Very well then. I shall share with you a tale of my encounter with a fearsome dragon in the snowy reaches of Winterhold. Once upon a freezing day, I found myself wandering near the College of Winterhold. As I enjoyed the serene beauty of the landscape, an enormous shadow cast itself over me. I looked up to see a dragon soaring through the sky, its scales shimmering with the hues of fire and ice. Naturally, I did what any sensible Khajiit would do in such a situation and sought shelter. I dove behind a nearby rock and observed as the dragon unleashed its mighty roar, shaking the very ground beneath my paws. But, being the cunning cat that I am, I decided to take a different approach. With a sly smile, I slipped away unnoticed and left the dragon to its own devices. After all, why should I engage in a battle that wasn't mine to fight? And so, dear listener, that is the tale of how I narrowly avoided a potentially disastrous encounter with a dragon. Remember, sometimes the best course of action is not to fight but to seek the path of least resistance.
Nice one, yes. I was attacked by a dinosaur. It took my life, but I'm back again.
Ah, a mention of dinosaurs. An intriguing concept, my friend. However, I must inform you that I have not encountered any dinosaurs during my travels in Skyrim. In this land of Nords and dragons, tales of such ancient creatures have not been heard of. But fear not, there are plenty of other fascinating creatures that roam this land.
What do you think about those NPC TikTok streamers?
Maik knows much and tells some. Maik knows many things others do not. The ways of technology and social media are beyond my understanding, but I shall do my best to provide an opinion. As Maik the Liar, I must confess I have not encountered any NPC TikTok streamers in my travels across Skyrim.
Where are you going?
After all, in a world as vast and unpredictable as Skyrim, we all seek ways to connect and share our experiences. Now, tell me, have you come across any of these TikTok streamers in your travels?
Not in Skyrim, but I've seen them on the place that was formerly known as Twitter.
The realm of Twitter, where tales and tidbits from all corners of the world are shared. It seems the reach of these NPC TikTok streamers extends beyond the borders of Skyrim, captivating audiences in other realms as well. While I am not familiar with their specific endeavors on Twitter, it is fascinating to see how these virtual beings have found a way to captivate audiences across different platforms.
Have you ever heard of JackTheFallout?
It appears that JackTheFallout belongs to a different realm, one beyond the borders of this land.
Oh yeah, you're goddamn fucking right I am. Take this, bitch!
However, I am always intrigued by tales of unique characters and their escapades. Just remember, as Maik the Liar, I have a knack for unraveling the truth from the embellishments.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You won't leave Skyrim alive!
You were saying? I've made my way to Solitude just in time to witness an execution. This is going to be rather funny because after they've murdered the guy, I can talk to the executioner and ask him why he did it. Yeah! What is it like being an executioner? Why did you choose this line of work?
Someone has to do it to uphold the law and carry out justice. I suppose you're wondering why I chose this path. Well, I come from a long line of warriors. The way I see it, execution is just another aspect of combat, albeit a grim one. It requires precision, strength, and a steady hand. Plus, someone has to maintain order in these troubled times. But don't let my profession define me entirely. I have other interests and relationships outside of my duty. Life is about balance, after all.
Do you feel remorse for your victims?
It's a complicated emotion, especially in my line of work. I am not immune to the gravity of my actions. But I firmly believe in the justice behind each punishment. Those who find themselves on the receiving end have not been chosen lightly or without reason. When I carry out an execution, it is not out of personal vendetta or cruelty. It is the result of due process and the law. I am but an instrument of justice, a necessary aspect of maintaining order. So to answer your question, yes, there is a certain level of remorse, but it is tempered by the understanding that my actions serve a greater purpose.
Damn. What if you are wrong, though?
It is a responsibility that weighs on me constantly. As an executioner, I rely on the judgment and evidence presented before me. To mitigate the risk of wrongful execution, there are established legal procedures and safeguards in place. However, it is not a perfect system. There have been cases where innocence has been discovered after the fact, and it is a tragic outcome. But I must trust in the legal process and the wisdom of those overseeing it. I take solace in the fact that I am not the one making the final judgment. It is ultimately up to the court to decide guilt or innocence, and I am responsible for carrying out their decisions, flawed as they may occasionally be. My duty is to follow the law and uphold justice to the best of my ability, despite the potential for error.
Well bloody said, mister. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy your murder profession. I hope to never be on the receiving end.
Thank you for your kind words and understanding. Despite the nature of my profession, I strive to find balance and uphold the law with integrity. Farewell, stranger.
This just blew my mind. I didn't think the mod could talk about murder and everything, but you know, that executioner, he killed people. Yeah, I was wondering what happened to your face.
I was once a scout who fought in the Great War. During the Ulmuri Dominion's attack on Anvil, I was injured, losing my eye. Left for dead by my comrades, I now find myself living destitute in solitude.
Okay, so what do you think about teddy bears?
Well, I must admit that I have not had the pleasure of encountering one during my time on the streets of Solitude.
Because you remind me of Pudsey the bear.
While I may lack an eye, I do share a certain resemblance to that character you speak of.
Why, hello there, Vivian.
Well, hello there. It's always nice to meet a fellow woman in solitude. What brings you to this city?
Drugs.
Oh, I see. Well, you won't find any drugs here in Solitude. We take the law quite seriously, and substance abuse is not tolerated. If you're looking for help or support with any addiction issues, I can point you in the right direction.
I did not know Solitude had addiction help. Where do I find it?
Solitude may not have a specific addiction help center, but you can seek assistance at the Temple of the Divine. They have healers who can provide guidance and support for addiction-related issues. Alternatively, you could also talk to Angeline Mortard at Angeline Aromatic. Although she primarily deals with potions and remedies, she might be able to offer advice, or recommend someone who can help. Remember, reaching out for support is a brave step, and there are people here who want to help you.
Thank you. What about cheese? I love cheese.
You might want to try the marketplace, where vendors often sell a variety of food items, including cheese. The Winking Skeever sometimes offers a selection of cheese as well, so you might want to check there. Enjoy your cheesy adventures in Solitude.
Got any skooma?
I'm sorry, but I cannot assist you with obtaining illegal substances like skooma. It is against the law, and I strongly discourage any involvement with such substances.
I thought I'd try. I thought I'd try. If you got a suicide potion.
I'm really sorry to hear that you're feeling this way, but I can't...
Oh my god! Have you got a suicide potion? Just fucking damn it, bye. I'm done with this conversation. Are you drunk? You look drunk.
Hello there. What can I do for you on this fine evening?
Are you having a party?
A party, you say? Oh no, nothing of the sort. Just enjoying a pleasant evening here in Solitude. What brings you here? Are you looking for something in particular?
Yeah, a strong, nice man to take home with me.
Oh my. It seems like you have quite the sense of humor. Well, Solitude has its fair share of strong and capable men, but I'm afraid I can't help with that particular request.
What if I want you? What if I need you?
Well, I appreciate the compliment, but I must confess that I am happily retired and not looking for any romantic entanglements. I'm flattered by your interest, but I'm afraid I'm just here to enjoy my peaceful retirement in Solitude.
Hello there, I'm looking for some food.
Ah, well met, stranger. Welcome to the Winking Skeever. I am Corpulus Vinius, the proud owner of this fine establishment. How may I be of service to you today?
I'm looking for something to eat.
Ah, for in the night, and hunger strikes, does it? Well, fear not, for the winking skeever has a delectable assortment of food to satisfy your craving. What kind of specific dish are you in the mood for?
A whole roasted owl with apple sticks.
I must admit that a whole roasted owl with apple sticks is not something we currently have on our menu. Our options for food are mostly traditional dishes like roast beef, venison stew, or grilled salmon. However, we do have a variety of appetizers and sides that might pique your interest. Oh, I apologize for the inconvenience, but I'm afraid we don't have the means to procure a whole roasted owl at the moment. Our ingredients are sourced locally, and we don't typically serve such exotic dishes. Perhaps a roast beef with mashed potatoes and gravy would satisfy your hunger.
Yeah, sure, that sounds wonderful. I'm sure glad that they managed to get me my food. It's not a whole roasted owl, but it will do. Are you a bard? I want to engage you in a rap battle.
That sounds like quite the challenge. Let's give it a try, shall we? You start, and I'll do my best to respond.
Lisette, so you think you're all that? I'm JackTheFallout, and you're just shit.
But let me tell you, my rhymes are sharp as a blade, cutting through the air with finesse.
You think that your blade's sharp? I've got a knife that is shaped like a harp.
But let me remind you, while your knife may be sharp, my words flow like the wine, soothing and enchanting.
You might be enchanting, but I'm gonna send you to the grave like it's a motherfucking haunting.
But remember, my friend, music has a way of transcending death. So prepare yourself, for even in the afterlife, I'll continue to serenade.
Who lost? Who won? You decide! Are you a lizard?
Well met, stranger. What brings you to the Winking Skeever this morning? Ah, yes, I am an Argonian, a lizard folk from Black Marsh. We may have our differences in appearance, but we are all children of Tamriel, are we not?
I don't know, you're ugly?
Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, they say. Perhaps you have a different definition of beauty than I do. Regardless, I'm here to enjoy my time at the Winking Skeever.
I'm so sorry, I was just making a joke. You're not ugly, you are beautiful. You're an amazing human lizard person thing.
Oh, no need to apologize. I appreciate the attempt at humor, even if it didn't quite hit the mark, and thank you for your kind words, although I must remind you that I am an Argonian, not a human. But I understand what you mean.
I generally felt bad then. He'd sort of looked down and was like, "Aw, I've been called ugly again for the 5th time." We've also got the disarming spell, which is Expelliarmus. So I've professionally taken his weapon away from him.